And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mariners Baseball as we are in the series finale between the Seattle Mariners and the Washington Nationals. And must I say, this series has just been an absolute disaster. To say that it has been a disaster would be an absolute understatement. I would like to say things that were contributed to that was the fact that Scott Service yesterday, when Logan Gilbert pitched, and I must say it, 78 pitches. You heard that. 78 pitches. And he still yanks him after the 6th inning. I really think he should have gotten one more inning because right now, the Mariners, they just don't have the personnel to be able to have the luxury of Scott Service pulling out the pitchers. Because right now, the bullpen is extremely banged up. Matt Brash is completely out for the season. We don't know when Gregory Santos is going to be back. And right now, our best performing pitcher right now is Andres Munoz and maybe Ryan Stanek. Gabe Spire has just completely fallen apart. Now, before we get further into this, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, donate to Rooftop Sports when you get the opportunity, as we are looking forward to this game. And let's take a look at the starting lineups for today. For the pitchers, we've got Brian Wu, who's 2-0 with a 0.57 ERA, 15 strikeouts, and just 2 walks, versus Patrick Corbin, who is 1-5 with a 6.29 ERA. And you would think that this is the best opportunity for the Mariners to even win this series. And they should have been winning series, or winning games previous to this. They should have took at least 3 or 4 from the Yankees, and they should have had at least one win, which could have been yesterday if Scott Service wasn't so obsessed of, quote, load management. And I'm going to say this, if load management really worked, Robbie Ray wouldn't have gotten Tommy John. So whatever he's doing, it's not working. But let's take a look at Patrick Corbin's stuff. And he does have a lot of more breaking stuff. He pitches the sinker, the slider, the cutter, which I think that Cal Raleigh does well at. So maybe Scott Service should have taken a look at that and actually started Cal Raleigh rather than the terrible Sebi Savala. 12% only throws the 4-seam fastball and throws a changeup. So no matter what the ERA says, I still expect this to be a very difficult game for the Mariners. And for the starting lineups, here's what we've got today. We've got J.P. Crawford, the leadoff hitter. Then we got Dylan Moore. And finally, as I requested, Julio Rodriguez is in the 3rd spot. Mitch Garver at cleanup. I question that. Ty France at 5. That's a bit of a reach. Maybe put Polanco more at the 5 or just put him at the 2. Mitch Haniger is after Ty France, then Jorge Polanco, Jonathan Clase, the rookie, and the atrocious Sebi Savala, who is batting 176. And taking a look at the injury report is that Gregory Santos's ETA is supposed to be July 1st. And for Jackson Kowar, as they put him on there, next year, they say. But the good news is Taylor Saucedo is back, so we got a little bit of the bullpen depth returning. So that will help just quite a bit. And we're getting ready for this game. And tomorrow I'm looking to be here as well. And it looks like they're going to get started in just a few moments. We've got the defense already out there in the baseball field as we get set ready for this third game of this 3-game set. Mariners are 27-26, Nationals 23-27. And must I say, and dare I say, it is an absolute miracle that the Mariners are even still in this division. They are still 3 games ahead of division. Now let's take a look at around the score. Nothing much has happened. We still got the Rangers and Twins that have yet to play. And also the Athletics and the Astros have also yet to play. Hopefully we can see the Twins and the Athletics get their victories today. And once again, I said it again, on the mound today, we got Patrick Corbin, who is a lefty. So according to the lefties, but since it's a lefty matchup, you would think that it could work in the favor of the righties. So we're going to have to find out. I have my absolute doubts, but we will find out as this game goes along. And like I said, he doesn't pitch much of the fastball, so it's going to be a lot of breaking stuff. So I do expect this to be a very tough game for the Mariners, as they do have their backs against the wall in this series. And this first pitch is going to be brought to you by SeatGeek. Here is the pitch. And that is up high for a ball, and we are underway here in Washington, D.C. Use my promo code Rooftop Sports for your $20 off, as J.P. Crawford took it for a ball, and here is the pitch. And that was a nice curveball for a strike, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Let's hope that J.P. Crawford can really step up, because he's really got to get it going. He's 0 for 3 against Patrick Corbin. The pitch, and that is outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Good for J.P. Crawford. He hasn't taken a swing at it yet, which I do like so far, because he is at least looking at the pitch as well. The 2-1, and that is going to be a strike 2. And Crawford, he has yet to swing in this entire at bat. Let's hope that this changes. And we're looking at 2-2. And we are looking at the 2-2. And here is the pitch. And that is foul ball off the foot of JP. He's a little bit, hopefully he's not so shaken up so badly. And that's still going to be a 2-2 count. 5 pitches in for Patrick Corbin so far. And now Corbin is getting ready to set. And now here's the 2-2 pitch. And that is fouled once again. J.P. Crawford against the lefties. He bats very well against lefties, especially this season. So this is an advantageous matchup for him. And here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. He doesn't even take a swing at it. It was right there in the strike zone. And we got one down. And this is what I said. Patrick Corbin, I expect to be a very difficult matchup because of all the pitches, different types of pitches that he pitches. And Mariners love to swing at all of them, no matter how bad it is. And he did look visibly frustrated. And now we got Dylan Moore up to the plate, who's been playing very well lately. Dylan Moore is batting second in the order, which I am, unfortunately, I am very opposed to that. I don't think that's exactly the ideal way to use Dylan Moore. I think he is more of a bottom tier kind of guy. And here we go for Dylan Moore as the sun is on the rise. And now here is the pitch. And check swing, he did indeed go. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strike 1. Dylan Moore batting .244 with 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. He actually has more home runs than Julio Rodriguez does. And now we're looking at the 0-1. And here is a fly ball to right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder, and we've got 2 down already. And now up to bat is Julio Rodriguez. And pay attention to this, because Scott Service put him in the third, and there was a lot of people, including me, that wanted Julio Rodriguez to bat third, because I do think that is that's the second best position for him to hit. His best is actually number 5, where he does hit above 400. This one, he bats around 300. So let's take a look and see if this works for Julio Rodriguez, and hopefully it does. And now here is the pitch to Julio, and that is in there for a strike. You're not really seeing a lot of swingings going on with the Mariners so far, including that J.P. Crawford was basically meditating for a strike 3. And here is the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and that is going to be caught by the left fielder. Had a nice little swing to it, but that's not going to get anything done, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the first, and it is no score, and here is a word from our sponsor, SeatGeek, in just a moment. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code Rooftop Sports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. Yep, and take advantage of that. Use Rooftop Sports, get $20 off. I've seen a lot of people use my promo code, and I really do appreciate that. It does help build this channel, does help me, does help you save $20 so that you can get food, like concession food, or that souvenir that you want because you saved $20. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and use that. Well, first inning was quite disappointment. It was a 1-2-3 inning. Like, this is exactly what I feared. Like, just because someone's ERA is around 6 doesn't mean diddly squat when the Mariners offense just cannot hit for you know what. I would swear a lot more, but I just can't. So I won't do it. Don't like swearing that much. Sometimes it does feel good to do it, but do I really want to make the YouTube upset? Not really. And there's a possibility on Tuesday, if I end up doing a show, Jay Trident Podcast may be there. And now we are back from the break, and here is the lineup for the Nationals. We got Abrams, shortstop, Rosario, we got Mencies, Garcia Jr., Vargas, no Jesse Winker today. He is not playing. We got Brian Wu, who's up on the mound right now. And let's take a look and see if Brian Wu can save this series. The pitch. And that is right in there for a strike. Also, I have a surprise for you. If I can get some more people into this channel, I'll show you this advertisement I have for you guys, a new one. And here is CJ Abrams, and that is going to be a ball. What do you think of a trade package for Bo Bichette and Vlad Jr.? Well, you know, Blue Jays are going to ask for a ransom on that. They're at least going to ask for like Cole Young, Lazaro Montez, maybe Cole Emerson. I don't even think they'll even look at Ty Pete. And I think Emerson Hancock would also be in that, but that would be a huge haul. But if I were to choose between any of them, I'll choose Vlad Guerrero Jr. because he's the first baseman. We definitely need a replacement on first base. So maybe hopefully they'll take Ty France because Blue Jays Stadium is more of a hitter's park. The pitch. And that is a swing and a miss, strike 2. We're looking at a 2-2 count on CJ Abrams. And Kevin Kirby, thank you for joining on to this show. I see that you've been quite the commenter. And why don't you join my membership while you're at it? It's you can join 2 of them, either the $199 or the $499. It's up to you. The pitch. Now here is a ground ball right to the second baseman, Polanco, to throw to first, and it's in time. And we got 1 down for the Mariners so far. Or against the Nationals, shall I say. Brian Wu had 3 terrific starts. Unfortunately, one of them resulted in the win, but somehow, his Oakland game did not result in a win at all. Would do it if I'm in the win now mode. I don't care about 5 years down the road. That's a fair point. The pitch. And now here's a pop-up by Eddie Rosario going to left field. And he is there. Makes the catch. That's Jonathan Clase who makes the catch. And now we've got 2 down. Brian Wu already in 6 pitches has already gotten 2 outs. So hopefully he can get the final out real quickly so we can get the Mariners offense going. And next up to the plate, we've got Mencies. He is up to the plate right now. Joey Mencies. I'm just going to call him Joey. And Brian Wu is ready. And the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It's at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Joey Mencies is batting .230 with 2 home runs and 24 RBIs. And we're looking at the 0-1 pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to the third baseman, Dylan Moore, to throw to first. And that is in time. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the second. Still no score. And another word. And actually, let me show you, I guess, a softball highlight. I don't want to keep showing ads, but here's a softball highlight. This is me hitting a pop out.
Foul ball.
And that was a double play, by the way, because the guy that just tried to score home, he didn't even tag up because he thought it was 2 outs already when it was actually just 1. So all I can say is, yep, I got robbed of 2 RBIs in that game. But the good news for my softball team, we are going into the playoffs where our team is the first seed. We have the bye week, so hopefully things will go our way, and hopefully I can get that championship that has eluded me forever. Like, I have competed in 3 different championship games. First game, I choked. I was the last hitter out. I hit a foul ball and it was caught. Second time, we just got completely blown out. That one I wasn't too disappointed. But the third one was the most heartbreaking. I was the starting pitcher. I was trusted. I was the best pitcher in the league. Like, I will say it. I was for sure the best pitcher in that entire league. And in the finals, gave up 15 runs. It was brutal. Like, it still hurts to this day. And now we are back from the break, and we are heading for the offense. We got Mitch Garver, Ty France, and Mitch Haniger up to the bat, and Garver is only batting 177. If he didn't even hit those home runs, he would look even worse than he does. And now we are going to get into the pitch. Here is Garver, and he watches it for a curveball, and that is going to be a ball. Patrick Corbin with a 75 mile an hour. He did pitch a 1-2-3 last time around. Took more pitches to do it than Brian Wu, but he's still shutting down the Mariners as of now. And now we are looking at the 1-0 count. And that was another nice curveball, and that is going to be a strike. And it's going to be tough to get Patrick Corbin, I guess. And this is a guy that only has a 6-point-something ERA, and the Mariners still can't even get anything. Jack Crick, never seen you before. Nice to see you on this show. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Mariners always seem to struggle against the Nationals for some reason. I don't know why, though. It's strange. Yeah, I mean, I remember in 2005, when with the Richie Sexton and Beltre, they played against those Nationals. They got swept by them. Yeah, I know. The pitch. But at least the Mariners in 22, they did sweep the Nationals. But, man, now we can say that was an absolute fluke. But, yeah. And not only had the Mariners struggled against the Nationals, they also struggled when they were the Expos too. Now here's the 2-2, and that is outside for a ball. That's going to be a 3-2 full count. And Jack Crick, to help support this channel, and you too, Kevin Kirby, donate to this channel as well to help grow this channel. Be a part of it. What are you waiting for? And here's the pitch, and that is outside for ball 4. And Mitch Garver takes his base.
Why do you like him?
He gets on base.
At least he did for that moment, but he's not exactly known to get on base. I mean, he's been striking out a bit, but at least he got on base, so I'll take it. And there goes the perfect game for Patrick Corbin. And now here is Ty France up to bat. Remember, he is known as to be Mr. Double Play, which is very likely. If I were you, just bunt the dang ball. Just bunt and get Mitch Garver to second base. Take the sacrifice. Take one for the team. But of course, Scott Service doesn't even know what a bunt even is, unfortunately. You're actually an Orioles fan. I'm just here because I like the content that you put out. Keep up the great work. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad I have Baltimore fans here. Here's the pitch. You know what's the ironic thing? I put a lot of heart and soul into the Mariners in this channel, and yet I am one of the most hated Mariners content creators in Seattle. A lot of people in Seattle don't like me because, you know, Seattle is known to have that passive-aggressive mentality, more of that progressive mentality, and I just don't fit that narrative, unfortunately. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike, and that was outside of the strike zone. So, Jack Crick, who was your favorite Baltimore growing up? May I guess it was probably Cal Ripken Jr., Brady Anderson, Roberto Alomar, Jeffrey Hammonds, Jimmy Keys, Mike Mussina. Like, I'm very curious to know, Jack. And now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be a strikeout against Ty France. At least it won't hit the double play, though. So, honestly, I'll take it. Oh, yeah, the first time you've heard that? Yeah, unfortunately. Like, majority of my audience is actually on the East Coast or the South. Texas and New York are actually my best fans. And actually, I can prove it to you. I do have the analytics to prove that for you. Now here is Mitch Haniger up to the plate. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Yeah, I'll show you what my statistics are when it comes to the audience. Would love to share that with you. Go to top geographics. Now here's the pitch. In the last 28 days, my best audience have actually been from New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Dallas, and Houston. Seattle is like number 7th. I even have people from Korea watching me. Korea! People from Korea are watching me. Now here's the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. Good eye by Mitch Haniger. Yeah, I mean, and I actually do have some Baltimore love as well. Let's look at when I do geography. South Korea is my 3rd best. Philippines, I have some people. And that is going to be up high for a ball. And I think the Philippines may have something to do with my NBA content, possibly. Maybe I should take a look at my Sonics one. Now I'm really curious about my Sonics content of how that's been doing. And now we're looking at Mitch, and here is the pitch. And now here's a ground ball, and that is going to be right through for a base hit. And now we've got Mitch Garver going to third base, and the throw to second, and that's going to be a single for Mitch Haniger. And now we got runners on the corner with just one out. Honestly, why don't we just go for the suicide squeeze? I mean, I'm okay with that. Except Mitch Garver is just slow as crap, so probably not. So let's be a little bit more realistic, right? Unfortunately so. And that just went right through the third baseman. That should have been easily fielded, but he let that through. Fortunate for the Mariners, though. And now here's who we got. The pitch. And that's going to be Jorge Polanco, and he swings and misses for a strike. I mean, if there was Julio like at third base, I think they would have tried to go for the bunt. No, they wouldn't have, because they don't even know what a bunt even is, unfortunately. Taking a look at my Sonics video, taking a look at where my audience is from. Yep, Philippines. And now here's a foul ball. I had 16 people from the Philippines watching. It's still majority United States. And only 2% from Seattle. So not even my Seattle audience watched it. It's kind of unfortunate, to say the least. I don't have enough analytics anyway. You started watching Orioles back in 2014, huh? The pitch. And that is in the ball. That's going to be a 1-2 for Polanco. Adam Jones. Oh, yes. Adam Jones, who the Mariners had. And then we gave him to you, including a huge package, including George Sherrill. And that got you Adam Jones. And now Polanco's waiting on the pitch. And here it is. And that is up high for a ball. 1-2. Mariners have only taken the lead once in this series, and that was with a J.P. Crawford home run on Friday. But yeah, let me show you a video that I did make before that was very relevant to the Adam Jones trade. I'll link it to you right now, Jack. Here's the pitch. Now here's a line drive, and that will be fielded by the shortstop to throw to second, and that is going to be out, but we got a runner in as Mitch Haniger scores, and now it's going to be a 1-0 game for the Mariners. 1-0. Good hit by Polanco. I really thought that was going to get through for a base hit. Yes, it got... Mitch Garver did score. Did I say Mitch Haniger? So Mitch Garver scores. But fortunately, at least the Mariners got a run out of it. So I will take it. But it was a nice diving effort. And now here's Clase. Swing and a miss, strike one, as he had a bad chase to it. So yeah, that video that I just sent you, it's about... The title is How the Mariners Got Yordan Alvarez to the Astros. And the Eric Bedard trade had a lot to do with it. And it was the 2 Eric Bedard trades the Mariners did that had a lot to do with the pitch. And that is popped and fouled, and Clase is chasing quite a bit. Clase is on the Mariners since the Mariners sent down Luis Urias, which was a very interesting decision. They were probably just trying to give more bats for Dylan Moore, and Luis Urias hasn't really done much at all. Clase is 0 for 2 in this series. Hasn't played much. And the throw to first, not in time. And now we're looking at the 0-2 for Classe. And here is the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Just a horrible chasing job by Jonathan Classe, and that will retire the side, but the Mariners get a run out of it, and we go to the bottom of the second. Mariners now lead 1-0. And now I have an advertisement for all of you guys. I just got another sponsorship. I mean, all I did was sign up for it, but they still gave me the opportunity. So check this out. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll like this one. Mariners Star Wars Night is on the way on June 12th, and you may want to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. Sabers Pro is the place for you. They have many different kinds of lightsabers, including the ones that belong to the Star Wars characters we loved, including Luke Skywalker. These are sabers that are not only customizable with the type of sounds and colors you would like, but also works great for dueling. Use my promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, and may the Force be with you. Yep, use the promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off. Go on saberspro.com, and I'll even give you the link if you want to get yourself a lightsaber and to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. There's your opportunity. saberspro.com, and make sure to use my promo code ROOFTOP for your 10% off. Wonder if I should go to Sabers Pro. Let me go to that affiliate page. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. As we're on commercial break right now. And now we are back from the break. Oh, question. Oh, wrong code or wrong link. Yeah, Clone Wars was a great show. I didn't watch much of it, but I have a lot of respect for it. The pitch. And that is fouled. The funny thing is, I'm definitely anti-Disney when it comes to Star Wars. I think Disney did an atrocious job with Star Wars. Now they're just milking out the IP so much, and they're just completely abusing it. I hated what they did with Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. I refuse to acknowledge those as canon, as we've got an 0-2 count for Luis Garcia. So, Jack, go use that page. And, of course, they put in my... Right, that's great. And now here's the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. And that's a foul ball, actually. And this is Luis Garcia, one of the best hitters on the team. Yeah, 789 was terrible. They couldn't even put Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia in one freaking scene. They had one freaking job. And also, they completely downgraded Wedge Antilles to just be a gunner. That was terrible. But I will say this. My most favorite game of all time of Star Wars, and Jack, you should answer my question too. What's your favorite Star Wars game? As I answer, my most favorite Star Wars game is Star Wars TIE Fighter from the 90s, 1994, where you got to be the Empire. Got to hear their side of the story. Here's the 1-2. And now here's a ground ball right to Polanco. He's got a ways to go. Throw to first. And that is in time, and we got one down. Great play by Polanco. And also, who's your favorite character, Jack? And also the prequels. I think the prequels are now becoming underrated. I mean, I liked it back then. I mean, of course, it's not the original trilogy. And I didn't like it as much as the original trilogy, but it's hard to beat the original trilogy, to be honest, anyway. But the prequels were still a lot better than what Disney has to offer. The pitch. And that is a strike. Republic Commando and Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. That game was amazing. Kyle Katarn, amazing character. And now here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball. Jack, were you born in the 90s like me? I was born in 92, so I got to enjoy all the Star Wars games when I was growing up in the 90s. Rogue Squadron, Shadows of the Empire. And Vargas, we're looking at a 1-1. And now here's the pitch. And that is fouled. My favorites are going to be Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace and Empire Strikes Back. I like Phantom Menace. I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but I like Phantom Menace because I like the whole political aspect that they opened up. And sure, back in 99, at the time, no one really cared about politics. That's why it didn't get much love. But now that people are heavily into politics these days, now it's a more relatable movie. It was ahead of its time. The 1-2. Oh, and that nearly hit him, and that's going to be a 2-2. You were born in 98. I was born in 92. So you're a Generation Z. I'm a Gen Y. Most people would think I'm still look like a Gen Z. And now we're looking at a 2-2 count for Vargas. He's 0 for 1 in this series. Hasn't really played much. Looks like he's playing the place of Winker. The pitch. And now here's a ground ball. This is good. And here's Ty France. And he gets it. That's going to be 2 down. Phantom Menace, Phantom Menace got way too much hate. But I think I've noticed that the hate of the prequels really died down because of how bad Disney was. Let's be honest. The only good things Disney ever did, the only good things they did was Rogue One, and I still had issues with that movie. I didn't like how you could be an X-Wing and just easily shoot down Imperial walkers, because if that's the case, then the Snow Speeders and Empire Strikes Back should have shot them down easily too, unless their lasers are somewhat weaker. The pitch. And that is in there for a strike. What other nip? Oh, they should have gave Donnie Yen a lightsaber. I mean, they were in a planet that harvested kyber crystals, and I think he could have made a lightsaber out of those kyber crystals. How did he not do that? Now here's the 0-1. And now here's a line drive, and that's going to be a base hit. That's the first hit for the Nationals, and that is going to be a man on board on first base. Hopefully the Mariners can still get out of this inning quickly. Every time someone's on base, I always get nervous. It's really unfortunate that Brian Wu has to basically pitch perfect just for the Mariners to maybe have a chance. I think it's absolutely unfortunate. And also, Jack, you may want to tune into my show on June 12th. I'm going to do a completely Star Wars themed night that day. And now here's the pitch to Joey Gallo. And now here is a fly ball to right field. And Mitch Haniger is there and makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. Another near perfect inning for Brian Wu. We go to the top of the third. It is still no score. And here's another word from our sponsor in just a moment, because I have no friends on my show right now. So I'm going to take matters into my own hands and someone else do the talk for me.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And use my promo code Modern Rooftop for 20% off. Obviously, this only applies to everyone in whoever lives in Washington State or the King County area. That's where it's going to be most dependent on, unless you can pay the guy an extra to do services. But if you're not even in the Seattle area or the Washington area, I'm sure there's plenty of other guys that you could use for your modern projects to do your siding and your painting, exterior painting, and also the windows as well. So use that promo code Modern Rooftop for your 20% off. And we are waiting until commercial break is... I don't follow NHL at all. I mean, if Kraken watch the Stanley Cup, maybe I'll put some attention into it, but I just can't get into NHL. I love the game of hockey. I think the game is cool, but that's just a whole other thing to follow. And I don't want to put that in. I'm not interested in putting that into my content. That'd just be way too much, because I'm already doing Seattle Mariners. I'm doing some Sonics, and I'm doing some Seahawks and Korean soccer. I got enough on my plate. Tiana Pilato, nice to see you. Join Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Donate to this channel as well. And now we have the awful Sebi Saval. Here's the pitch. And he just foul-ticked it with a check swing. At least he made contact, though. Sebi Savala batting 9th in the order. On this day, Carlos Martinez is credited with a home run after the ball bounces off Rangers' head. Jose Canseco. That's what happened. The pitch. And that is up high for a ball, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Can't believe that happened on this day. Jose Canseco let the ball hit his head. And here's the 1-1. And that is going to be up high for a ball. Savala is at least making the count good. And now we got a 2-1 count. And now here is the 2-1. And that is fouled, and that's going to be a 2-2. And also, we are in the inning. And make sure to donate to this channel. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball. Not even a fly ball. It's going to be a pop-up. And that is going to be caught by the shortstop. May have almost lost it in the sun. And that's going to be an out. Tomorrow will be Memorial Day matchup. Be 6:40 versus the Astros. And remember, Memorial Day is happening. Remember to give thanks to our troops for protecting our country. I know a lot of people have different opinions on America, but I'll still protect the men that at least keep this country at least safe from enemy fire, because we do have a lot of enemies, unfortunately. Now here's the pitch, and now here's a fly ball popped up into left field, and that is playable, and that's gonna be 2 down already. And now here's Dylan Moore up to bat. And that is going to be low for a ball, as we are in the top of the lineup right now. And now we're looking at the 1-0. And here's the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Dylan Moore is 9 of 11 hits are extra bases. The pitch. And now here's a ground ball base hit, and that's going to be a base hit for Dylan Moore. And now let's take a look and see if Julio Rodriguez can capitalize on it. Now that he does have a man on first base. Great hit by Dylan Moore. He's been playing very well as of late. And looks like I just got word from Jay Trident Podcast. He might join this game later today. Hopefully he makes it. And now he throw to first. And that is going to be not in time for Dylan Moore. Or not in time for the pitcher itself, at least. Now here is another throw to first base. And not in time once again. And also, everyone put it in the comments of like, do you have any close family members that fought in war, that fought in battle, or served in the army? Or do you have any family members or friends that have been in the army? Like, I have friends that fought in Afghanistan. I have a friend that, and here's a throw to second base, and that is in time. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the next portion of the inning, which is going to be bottom of the third. And it is still 1-0 at least. And I found a tribute to our troops that did lose their lives at war. I'll show this to you.
The sight before us is that of a strong and good nation that stands in silence and remembers those who were loved and who in return loved their countrymen enough to die for them. Yet we must try to honor them, not for their sakes alone, but for our own. And if words cannot repay the debt we owe these men, surely with our actions, we must strive to keep faith with them and with a vision that led them to battle and a final sacrifice. Our first obligation to them and ourselves is plain enough. The United States and the freedom for which it stands, the freedom for which they died, must endure and prosper. Their lives remind us that freedom is not bought cheaply. It has a cost. The willingness of some to give their lives so that others might live never fails to evoke in us a sense of wonder and mystery, and how they must have wished, in all the ugliness that war brings, that no other generation of young men to follow would have to undergo that same experience. As we honor their memory today, let us pledge that their lives, their sacrifices, their valor shall be justified and remembered for as long as God gives life to this nation. And let us also pledge to do our utmost to carry out what must have been their wish, that no other generation of young men will ever have to share their experiences and repeat their sacrifice.
Well, I have to cut that short, unfortunately, because we are back from the break. As we are. I feel unpatriotic for doing that. So my apologies if I offended anyone that's patriotic. Now here is Riley Adams. And now here is the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Demo cannot take bat out of Julio's hands there. Yeah, exactly. That's what Demo exactly did, unfortunately, Kevin. And now here is the other pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Nice pitch by Brian Wu. Now here's another pitch. And now here is a line drive right to Ty France, a throw to Brian Wu. And that's going to be out. That was a close one, must I say. Now we're looking at the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. And now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop, JP. The throw to first in time, and that's going to be 2 down. Trying to find the right banner for Memorial Day. I want to put a banner on there to really give tributes and respect to our troops that have really helped. If it wasn't for the sacrifices by American soldiers in the Korean War, I wouldn't be here. And that is popped up and fouled. And now here's the 0-1, and that is inside for a ball. And now we're looking at Abrams. He did make a nice play, which robbed much more damage. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. And we're looking at the 1-2 count. Now here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called, and that is another 1-2-3 inning for Brian Wu. We go to the top of the 4th. It is still 1-0. And I just completed my banner. I'm going to test it right now to see if you guys like it. Sorry, it wasn't on for a little. Did you answer my question about Harry Ford? Oh, can you ask that question again? I lost track of that question. If you can... Oh, Harry Ford? I thought you were asking a question about the Vlad Guerrero, and I thought I did answer it. So, if you can ask the question again, I'll appreciate that. All right, here's a new banner that I got, and I'm just completely testing it. Here is what the banner is going to look like for Memorial Day. There it is. I think I do like that. Let me know if this blends well with my show. Memorial Day, honoring all of those who did serve. I also want to make one for 9/11. Would rather get someone via trade or call up for... Would you rather get someone via trade or call up Harry Ford and Locklear? Well, Harry Ford is still a young man. I don't know if he's going to get anything kind of an opportunity. I think Tyler Locklear is due for something because he's in AA right now. But let me look up Harry Ford's stats, and I don't think they're anything particular good. I haven't heard anything that really stood out. Harry Ford is batting .275, .413 OBP, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, 32 walks to 38 strikeouts. And in fielding, has been mostly a DH and a catcher, and I think that he would basically do the same thing. I think if things really go to hell... And now here's a fly ball to deep left field, and that is gone! That is a home run for Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners take a 2-0 lead. I felt like that just happened right at a blink of an eye, and Julio has been on fire. And I told you, Scott Service, put him at third. You finally listened to me. Thank you. I thank you for something. But a home run for Julio, and now the Mariners lead it 2-0 with a Julio home run job. And that also helps my fantasy team. And also, give me an opinion on what you think of the Memorial Day banner. And now here's the pitch to Garver, and that is a strike. Julio with carrying that trident. And now here is the 0-1. And that is going to be up high for a ball on Mitch Garver. Mariners are up 2-0. Got to give Brian Wu as much run support as you possibly freaking can. Mitch Garver with the 1-1. And that's going to be a 2-1 count. And let's really hope that Brian Wu can go a little bit farther into the game, because we don't want to burn up our bullpen as if we already are. He's getting hot, almost missed one in the first. He did. He's been hitting pretty well today, I must say. The 2-1. And that is going to be up high for a ball. I mean, Kevin Kirby, give me your opinion on who you think will be on the... If we were to get Vlad Guerrero, how much do you think it would cost? The pitch. I think Harry Ford and Cole Young would bare minimum be on the conversation, as also Mitch Garver just walked and get on base. And he did score last time around, so maybe it will happen again.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
He does indeed get on base. And now here is Ty France, who's Mr. Double Play. The pitch. And that is... They are calling that a foul ball. Thank God, because that would have been a double play just right then and there. And now we're looking at the 0-1 for Mitch Garver. Or I'm sorry, Ty France. The pitch. And that is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Ty France, he struck out last time around. Probably going to strike out again, unfortunately. I would say Harry Ford and minimum, maybe Celestine. And here's the pitch. Yeah, you that's kind of a little bit off. It's Felnine Celestine. Here, let me try to spell it for you. But I don't want to give up Celestine. I mean, I would say Emerson. But I think Hancock is still going to be in that conversation. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. It's going to be a 2-2 count on Ty France. I mean, I would not be opposed to getting Vlad Guerrero Jr. The problem is, will the Mariners retain him? Nope, they won't. Which is why the Mariners have got to figure it out. They got to find a way. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. Yeah. I mean, let's not... Well, yeah, why don't we just get rid of Hancock for sure? I wouldn't be opposed to it. And now the pitch. And that is going to be fouled. And now we're looking at the 2-2 pitch. And that is going to be low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. And now we're looking at 3-2. Full count. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep left field, and that is gone. A 2-run home run for Ty France, and the Mariners have extended their lead to 4-0. What a blast by Ty France. That just got out, just way out of there. As soon as he swung at that, you knew that it was gone, or at least you figured it was gone. What a hit by Ty France, and now it's 4-0 Mariners. I know I repeated that, but it's 4-0. We'll take it. Well, more than taken. Now we got 2 long balls. That was just absolutely blasted. And you knew that was gone. And now here is Mitch Haniger up to the bat. Going to be 59 pitches for Corbin. He is just getting absolutely rocked. Now here's the pitch to Haniger. And that is a strike. And now it's the 0-1 count. And now we're looking at the 0-1, and now here's the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop, the throw to first, and it is in time, and finally the Nationals get an out. So refreshing to see that Ty France is just doing it. Who is my current favorite player? Like on the Mariners? Let's say George Kirby is up there as my favorite pitcher, as my favorite player right now. Julio was actually never my favorite player. My favorite player back then was actually Jared Kelenic, but he's gone. And now here is Jorge Polanco. Can he extend this? Here's the pitch. And that is fouled. He's being a little bit aggressive. How aggressive do you think Jerry will be if the Mariners were in first place at the trade deadline? He's not going to be aggressive at all. John Stanton's going to be like, nah, we're good, man. We're first place. It ain't going to fall apart. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball, fouled again. I don't know. Like, it would have to be Guerrero. And you would think that either the Ty Peets, if he's good, Colt Emerson would probably be gone. Maybe you bite the bullet on Cole Young. I don't know. The pitch. Cole Young, though, is a rare commodity, though. He's actually pretty good. He doesn't strike out like a mofo. I mean, let's take a look at the Arkansas Travelers and Cole Young. Tyler Locklear has 8 home runs, batting .291, but he does strike out a bit. And Cole Young, where is he? He's batting .260, so yeah. Now here's a ground ball. The throw to first, backhanded play, and that's going to be not in time. And Polanco gets there safely, real easily. But yeah, taking a look at that. Cole Young, he's batting 260 with a 345. He's still got work. I mean, he's only 20 years old, too. Don't forget about that. Jonathan Clase, batting 8th in the order. He struck out last time. No, I don't sit him. I mean, George Kirby was put in pretty crappy situation, especially when Scott Service made him Scott Service built a really poorly constructed lineup, so that put pressure on George Kirby. So I don't think we benched George Kirby because who else are you going to start? Like, are you going to do the bullpen rotation where you just burn your entire bullpen that Scott Service did in 2021? I wouldn't do that. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball and fouled. Jonathan Clase is being very aggressive, but a little too aggressive. He is 0 for 3 in the series. Logan Evans. What about Dallas Keuchel? Who knows? And we're looking at the 0-2 for Clase, the pitch. And that's going to be low, 0-2. Julio's had been hitting home runs in his last 2 games. And now we're looking at the 1-2. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a ground ball foul. Clase staying alive with that foul balls of massiveness. I really do like that. I like that. And now we're looking at the 1-2, the pitch. And that is outside for ball 2. Good eye on Jonathan Clase. 2-2 the count. And now here is the 2-2. And that is strike 3 called, but that was outside. That was on the outside. And he still called it a strikeout. And now that's going to be 2 down. Looking at that. I mean, what a fake frame job that was. And the umpire fell for it. And now up to the bat is going to be Sebi Savala. I don't see him hitting a home run on this one. The pitch. And now here's a line drive caught by the third baseman. And that is going to retire the side. We go to, but the Mariners, they scored 3 more runs off of a home run by Julio Rodriguez and a 2-run home run by Ty France. And we go to bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Mariners. And time for me to play another ad. Since 2022, I have been growing this YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you very much for being part of the growth and for the future. I now have memberships to offer for you. I got 2 different ones. I got Rooftop Fans and Rooftop Super Fans. For Rooftop Fans, which is $1.99 per month, you'll get loyalty badges to give you priorities for responses to comments, and you will even have access to special emojis that I made myself. As for Rooftop Super Fans, which is $4.99 per month, you will not only get the benefits of Rooftop Fans, you will also get priority to future videos, including nostalgic videos. So go ahead and check out my membership, and thank you for your support. Yep, take advantage of that, and join my membership, which is either $1, $2 per month, or $5 a month, and don't miss out on it. What are you guys waiting for? I have videos that come out early for you guys. You can use my emojis, and more importantly, you will support this channel, which I would heavily appreciate. Or also just donate to the channel if you don't want to do a monthly commitment of any dollar amount. Would be great. Swing at anything close with 2 strikes. Don't you learn that in Little League? Mariners need to play MLB The Show. Yeah, pretty much. I agree with you on that for sure. You're not wrong. And looks like we are back from the break. And now here's the pitch by Brian Wu. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Brian Wu has been playing very well. We're looking at the 0-1. And here is the pitch. And now here is a blooper. Looks like a high fly ball. And that is going to be caught by Clase. And now we've got one down. "32 pitches for Wu. He's been pitching very efficiently. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 0-2 count. The pitch. And that's going to be outside for a 1-2 count. And now we are looking at the 1-2. Here it is. And that's going to be way outside. And that is going to be 2-2 the count. He had the ahead of the count, and now it's 2-2. As we are now looking at the 2-2, the pitch. What that was strike 3. He called the same thing on Jonathan Clase. What the heck? The umpire's a hypocrite. And now here's the 3-2. And that is fouled. Full count that we're looking at. The 3-2 pitch. And now here's a ground ball. Nice play by Ty France. A toss to first. And that is in time. And we got 2 down. And that is popped up by Luis Garcia. That's going to be a long ways. No, Clase is going to be there, and he makes the catch. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 5th, and this game is steamrolling. 4-0 Mariners. Trying to figure out this gift card. I'm trying to use my Amazon gift card because I got to buy a throat spray because my throat's been a little bit iffy lately. For some reason, my gift card number is not working. I don't even know why. Nope, it's obviously not this one. And it looks like we are back from the break. That was fast. And now here is JP Crawford up to bat. And that is going to be low for a ball. And here's JP Crawford, and that is going to be low for another ball. It's going to be 2-0 count. And that is going to be a 2-1 count. And he grounds out. Now here's Dylan Moore up to bat. Corbin with 76 pitches suffering the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Throw to first. And that is in time. I wonder why my gift card's not even working. Too bad Wu can't pitch every day. Yeah, the thing I don't like what Scott plays is that he wants to save his pitchers for September, but September might not matter if we lose because of our bullpen. Yeah, of course. Been saying that forever, and no one listens to me. No one ever listens to me. Now here's the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball. Now here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strike one. And here's the 1-1. And that is going to be a ball. And now here's a fly ball. That's going to be more like popped up. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning against the Mariners. We go to the next inning. And let me show you this website or this promotion. It is by Saber Pros. All right, where is it? Here it is. Mariners Star Wars Night is on the way on June 12th, and you may want to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. Sabers Pro is the place for you. They have many different kinds of lightsabers, including the ones that belong to the Star Wars characters we loved, including Luke Skywalker. These are sabers that are not only customizable with the type of sounds and colors you would like, but also works great for dueling. Use my promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, and may the Force be with you. And may the Force be with you indeed. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find what I'm ordering. Just want to make sure I'm able to order it. And it looks like we are back from the break. It's going to be an 0-1 as Vargas takes a strike. Now here's the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Polanco to throw to first. And it's in time, and that is going to be another out. And here is Nick Senzel. Now here's the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike one. And that's going to be strike two. And we are looking at the 0-2. And here's the 0-2. And that is going to be fouled. And that's going to be outside. And now we are looking at the 1-2 pitch to Nick. And that is up high for a ball. And that is up high, and that's going to be a 3-2 count. Unfortunately so. And ground ball fouled. And we're looking at the 3-2 so far. And here is the 3-2 pitch. And that is going to be popped up, and that should be ending the inning. Ty France is there. He makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side in another 1-2-3 inning. Only 51 pitches for Brian Wu. Is that a 1-2-3? I can't even tell. No, I think it's 2 outs. My bad. It's only 2 outs. I thought it was a 1-2-3 inning. I might have jinxed it. And if the Mariners score, I'll take the responsibility for it too. Yep, not a 1-2-3. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. And the pitch. And that is going to be up high for another ball for Joey Gallo. Interesting that Jesse Winker isn't here today. But whatever. I actually do miss Jesse Winker. He was actually a decent DH at least. He was just terrible on defense. And we're looking at the 2-0 for Joey Gallo. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep right center field. Forget about that one. That is a home run, and the Nationals get on the board. The Mariners have now a 4-1 lead, and I said it was a 1-2-3, so I said I'll take responsibility, so I will take the blame for me jinxing it. That was absolutely just completely smoked. That was a home run. And now the Nationals get on the board, and this is where it gets dangerous. Now I wonder if Scott Service is going to knee-jerk and just pull him out. Now I can't even tell who's in the bullpen right now. Would really like to see who's in the bullpen. And this weather condition has been really weird. Cloud has been flip-flopping. The sun's been flip-flopping, basically. And that is going to be a strike. 54 pitches for Wu. And remember, the Mariners are doing us a favor 54% of the time. And now we are looking at the 0-1 pitch. And that is going to be fouled. And here is the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. But it's going to be a 1-2 count. Hopefully Brian Wu can get out of this inning as quickly as possible. Would really like to see that happen. The 1-2. And Zavala tried to do the frame job, but it ain't doing it. And now this inning has been the most taxing inning for Brian Wu. 57 pitches. It's really cutting it close. Getting really close to that 6th inning mark. We really want to keep that down because we don't want Scott Service to burn up his bullpen. The pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field, and Mitch Haniger should be there. And he makes the catch. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 6th. It is 4-1 as the Nationals did put themselves on the board. Unfortunately so. And now let's do a little break from SeatGeek, shall we? SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code ROOFTOPSPORTS to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. And thank you very much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this channel. Let's hope that the Mariners can get something going. Would be really nice because I don't want to see the Mariners get swept by the freaking Nationals out of all teams. That would just be absolutely embarrassing if that were to happen. Still on commercial break. They're talking about the struggling Gabe Spire. And we are back from the break. They're showing the Martin Luther King statue. Really well built. And now we are going into Mitch Garver. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Mitch Garver has walked in 2 straight at-bats. He's actually been doing pretty well today. The pitch. And that is going to be a ball. 2-0. The pitch. And now here is a ground ball right to the shortstop. Easy play to throw to first in time. And they're showing Ty France's last home run. It's as if they've already showed it like several times. We got to move on from that. Hopefully, maybe Ty France gets a second one. Maybe he's feeling it. I don't know. The pitch. And here's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Throw to first in time. And down he goes. And now we've got 2 down. Next up to the bat is going to be Mitch Haniger. Let's see if Mitch Haniger can make some magic happen, which would be really nice. And the worst part, hold up, here's the pitch. And Kevin, if you're still on this show, I don't like what Scott said either when he was like, oh, well, it was too hot for Logan Gilbert to continue. Like, what? Now you're coddling your starters? The pitch. And now here's a check swing right to the second baseman. Throw to first in time. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. This game is blazing along. Only 2 hits given up by Brian Wu. But we go to the next.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Yep. If you want that advantage of upgrading your home for 20% off, use the promo code Modern Rooftop to get your 20% off. Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
Thought I improved the lighting just a little bit. I don't know if it really did, but couldn't have been worse. Commercial break is still on the move. Oh boy. Well, I might as well just... Nah, I'm not going to show another thing. Well, I'll show this. Hold on. Someone is... And now we are looking at the pitch. And here it is. And now we got a bunt attempt effort. And is Polanco going to get the throw? No throw to first. And now we got a man on first base. And this is probably where Scott Service could be like, man on first base? Get him out of here, Brian Wu. Not good enough. Yep. That's something that the Mariners should be doing. Like, Clase should be doing something like that. because he's got the feet to do. And now we're looking at the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to center field. Should be an easy play for Julio. He makes the catch, and that's going to be 1 down. And now Brian Wu's at 60 pitches on the dot. The throw to first. Not in time. This game has really been blazing along. Eddie Rosario batting second in the order. And now here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count. And now we're looking at the 0-1. And here's the pitch. And that is popped up. And is Clase going to get there? He does. He makes the catch. And that is going to be 2 down with only a man on first base. Let's hope that... Let's keep it under 70 so Brian Wu can just get 1 more inning. And here is Joey Meneses. Or Joey Menace, shall I say. The pitch. And now here... Oh, Zavala bobbles the ball! And now that's going to be a stolen base. Seriously, when is Jerry DePoto and Scott Service going to realize that Sebi Zavala is not your backup catcher? Tom Murphy wouldn't have done that. He bobbled the ball. It looks like Polanco is out of the game as well. Oh, great. As if these injuries just keep on happening. And now we're looking at the 1-1. The pitch. Oh, inside. And I think that got him. He's going to first base. And this is where it gets really nervous. No! And okay, that's not Scott Service, but that's Pete Woodworth. He'd be like, hey, what's going on? Stop that. Honestly, I think I would actually endorse Pete Woodworth to be the manager more than Scott Service, to be honest with you. And the Menace got hurt, or he got hit at least. Pete Woodworth is just telling him to chill out. And while we're waiting for that conversation to end, here is my opposite single.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep, that was my base hit. Brian Wu pitched 18 innings last time. Now he's pitching 7 this inning. Hopefully the Mariners can get out of this inning. It's 2 down, but you have the tying run at the plate. And Sebi Zavala, he could have thrown the guy out. At least Cal Raleigh, I think, would have. Because Sebi Zavala cannot play defense worth the... Yeah. His defense is not good. And that's just me being nice about it. Sebi Zavala should not be on this team. Sebi can't even frame job it either. I think Sebi Zavala should be taken out of this game. Brian Wu is working on a jam. Like, unfortunately for the starters, you have to play perfect baseball to survive if you're a Mariner. And now here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And that is going to be a fly ball to left field. And Clase crashes into the wall. Not even close. Or I think he caught it. Or wait, what is going on? I'm just confused what's going on. Well, I guess it's commercial break. I think Clase might have caught it. I didn't think he caught it for a second. Well, time to play some ads. Mariner Star Wars Night is on the way on June 12th, and you may want to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. Sabers Pro is the place for you. They have many different kinds of lightsabers, including the ones that belong to the Star Wars characters we loved, including Luke Skywalker. These are sabers that are not only customizable with the type of sounds and colors you would like, but also works great for dueling. Use my promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, and may the Force be with you. Yep, may the Force be with you. Use that promo code ROOFTOP to get your 10% off if you want to get a lightsaber. With Star Wars Night on its way, so I'll be playing it every time while I'm doing this. They're talking about Luke Rayleigh. And how is Luke Rayleigh not in this game either? Oh, lefty-lefty matchup. Let's take a look and see how Luke Rayleigh is doing against the lefties, shall we? If Scott Service is he's so obsessed with analytics that he misses like half of it. Let's take a look and see how he's doing against lefties. He's a 278 hitter against lefties, including a home run. It looks like they're doing a review. Oh, a spectator did interfere with the play. Wow. Wait, what is going on? Oh, wow. A Mariners fan caught it? Wow, so a Mariners fan actually helped. A Mariners fan helped. Wow. That's hilarious. A Mariner fan literally helped. I gotta put this in there. A Mariner fan literally helped the Mariners get out of the inning. The Mariner fan pulled a Jeffrey Mayer. Wow, I can't wait to make a video about this. I wonder if it would even go viral. Oh, man, poor little kid. Give the kid a break. And he's getting booed to the storm. If I were that kid, I think he might get thrown out.
and enjoy its campus with plenty to see. Enjoy the new year in a new home. Tequila Village offers beautiful new 1 and 2 bedroom apartments available for seniors aged 61 or better. Live in a true community that you'll be proud to be a part of.
Schedule a tour today and see how amazing the shag lifestyle.
And the commercials are still going on. And now here is going to be Josh Rojas. Looks like he is taking over. And now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And I wonder who Josh Rojas is taking over for. He's taken over for the injured Polanco, as Polanco did leave the game with an injury, a mysterious injury. Jacob Barnes is now taking over for the bullpen. Rojas batting 7th in the order. Here is the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. And that's going to be a 1-1 count. And here's the 1-1. And now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop, the throw to first, and it's in time. He's been playing very well defensively, the national shortstop that has been. I just read something on MSN that California workers are seeking $30 minimum wage. That's insane. Don't get me wrong. I work a minimum wage job, and I still say it's insane. And that Mariners fan is still there. Interesting. It's funny that a Mariners fan actually helped the Mariners get out of an inning. I got to make a video on that. Now here's the pitch to Rayleigh, and now he is pinch hitting, actually. He is pinch hitting in the place of Jonathan Clase, since Clase can't really do much at all. And now here is going to be the 1-0 pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to the first baseman right there. And it's going to be 2 down already. We're looking at a 4-1 count, or 4-1 lead for the Mariners so far. Tomorrow is going to be Bryce Miller against Framber Valdez. Could be a very even matchup. It's going to be a tough game for the Mariners. They have a tough series ahead of going against the Houston Astros. And as much as the Astros have been struggling this season, don't underestimate them. Never underestimate the enemy. And here's Sebi Zavala, who really shouldn't be playing. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. He deserves every criticism that goes his way, to be honest with you. That's all I'm going to say. Sebi is now 0 for 2 with a pop out and a line out. At least he's made contact with the ball, at least. Not saying much. Now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball. And that's going to be more of a pop-up. It's going to be playable. And he makes the catch. And that will retire the side. Wonder if it's time for God Bless America. I wonder if they're going to do the God Bless America. Nope. I don't think they're going to do it. But I'm going to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And you guys get ready. Get up on your feet for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And leave me a tip right there. Donate to the YouTube Super Chat if you think it's good. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root Root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they're up 4-1. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. It looks like good news is Brian Wu looks like he's still pitching. As I looked at the stats, that Brian Wu is still there. And he's only at 68 pitches. I mean, if anything, I encourage him to go for the complete game. Let's see if he does go for that complete game. Would love to see it happen. And it looks like we are back from the break. It is still 4-1. Hall of Fame West versus East Classic. Looks like they were having some kind of a game. Wonder who these people were. Must have been a lot of fun. What are they doing? Oh, please don't tell me you're taking extra time to... No. What is going on? Why are they showing Brad Adam and Ryan Roland -Smith? The hyphen. And looks like Brian Wu is still there. And we are back from the break. And this is going to be Vargas. And here is the pitch. And it's going to be another bunting effort. And that is going to be a single. And that is probably going to cost another 15 pitches, like Kobe of Locked On Mariners said on the Twitter. And now we got a man on first base. Brian Wu's been struggling a little bit, but that's because, I mean, it's not like Brian Wu couldn't really do much about it. Or maybe Rojas should have covered and hustled. I don't know. Like, it was just too much speed. I think, no, Moore is playing at second base, it looks like. And now here is Nick Senzel. The struggling of Wu is continuing, but he's only at 69 pitches so far. But they got to get a double play. The pitch. And now here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. And now we got a man on first and second. I don't think I still don't bring out the bullpen. I mean, yeah, Wu is struggling, but he's got to learn how to get himself out of it. And it's only happened in just 2 pitches. This isn't good. This is where you get a little bit nervous. I mean, can we just pull out Sebi? No! Scott Service, what the hell are you doing? The bullpen's not going to do any better. Only on 70 pitches and you take him out? All right. Here's a reaction to that. Pulling him out, huh? Kind of knee-jerk thinking, don't you think? And here's my other reaction, too. No! This isn't going to go well. I'm telling you, this is not going to age well one bit. This is going to be an absolute disaster by pulling him out. Like, what are you doing, Scott Service? Are you trying to lose? It's only 70 pitches. Looks like Polanco left the game with hamstring tightness. Another knee-jerk move by Scott. It's only 70 pitches and you pull him out. I think you should have kept him in. He's got to learn how to get out of it. And now it's going to be Ryan Stanek. And I don't really trust Ryan Stanek either. He's been pretty erratic. That's 3.71 ERA. Yeah, he let two guys on, but you still got to let him finish it. The pitch. And that is going to be a strike. You can't even trust the bullpen to get out of it. You really just can't. Joey Gallo, he is tying run at the plate. Sebi Savala is having a little communication with Ryan Stanek. I don't know. And now here is going to be the 0-1 and a swing and a miss, strike two. If Stanek gets out of this inning quickly, I would put him in for the 8th inning. Joey Gallo has 21 career home runs versus the Mariners. Wow, didn't know that. He really does kill the Mariners. Probably back in his Texas days. Swing and a miss, strike three, and down he goes. Joey Gallo goes down on strikes, and now we've got one down. We're looking at one down right now for Stanek, and Savala is going to go out there and have a little chat. Along with Pete Woodworth, who was out there. Here is Kybert Ruiz. He is batting 186 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. And Taylor Saucedo is now on the mound. And now here is a fly ball line drive, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. You got, no one's going to score. And now we've got the bases loaded with just one out. Leading run is now at the plate if he hits a grand slam, which really could happen. And now we got Jesse Winker. Looks like he's going to be up to the The pinch hit. I bet if this guy doesn't hit a double play, batter hits a bomb. Yeah, for sure. And now you got Jesse Winker up to the plate, and this is where things can really get dangerous. Mariners are lucky to even have only 1 run given up so far, and they haven't given up anything yet, but it looks like it could happen. Jesse Winker's up to the plate, batting .230 with 6 home runs and 21 RBIs. But this lead could really disappear. Hey, Reflect the Sun, how's it going? One of my best fans here. One of the most donating fans, too. Do you have anything else? And now here's a fly ball deep to right field, but that's going to be caught by Mitch Haniger, and that's going to score in another run, and that's going to be a 2-run lead for the Mariners. I mean, I'm not going to hate Stanek so much for this. I really thought that was going to be a home run. I thought Jesse Winker had a grand slam in the bag, but thank God that didn't happen. I really thought that was going to be a home run when I saw that. And now here's CJ Abrams. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. Reflect the Sun, I've done the same thing too. I had like this Albert Pujols kind of style where when he hits a home run, all he does is just walk. That's what I did when I was trying to hit a home run in softball. I thought it was a home run. Then it landed in the guy's glove. It was pretty funny. And now here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Mariners have really got to get out of this inning. They really do. 7 pitches for Stanek so far. I would say if Stanek gets out of this, he deserves 1 more inning. The 1-1. And that is a fly ball to deep right field. And that is gone. Looks like that is a home run. And the Nationals just taking the lead. And now it's going to be 5-4 Nationals. And Scott Sturvis, I told you, you dumbass idiot, to keep Brian Wu in. This is your result, isn't it? Oh, boy. Mariners had a 4-0 lead, and they just completely squandered it. And just before the home run, I said that Stanek should get 1 more inning. Nope, that's not going to happen. And it looks like this game's pretty much over. Like, there's no way the Mariners can come back from this. They had a 4-0 lead, and they couldn't even hold that because Scott Sturvis has no faith in his starters. He just gives up on them. Only on 70 pitches. The pitch. You got to let him go through the adversity. Well, you're going to just dump the responsibilities to the bullpen that's just completely banged up? Like, this is just infuriating to see. The pitch. That is outside for a ball. And now you just let Ryan Stanek just completely just hit bombs. Like, it just gets more infuriating when you see this. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. And this is for you, Scott Sturvis, for your dumbass decisions. Let me blast it out as loud as I can. This is for you. It's always rough being a Mariners fan. It really is. I mean, Kevin Kirby, answer this question. Yeah, it was a 3-run lead, actually. And I think Service should have put his faith in Brian Wu, but he just gave up on him so quickly. Exactly. I mean, that's a good point. Why didn't he do that? Here, I gotta go. Like, no, I'm not gonna leave, but let me just vent. Mariners Star Wars Night is on the way on June 12th, and you may want to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. Sabers Pro is the place for you. They have many different kinds of lightsabers, including the ones that belong to the Star Wars characters we loved, including Luke Skywalker. These are sabers that are not only customizable with the type of sounds and colors you would like, but also works great for dueling. Use my promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, and may the Force be with you. It's just absolutely ridiculous that Service is getting away with this. He makes all these horrible decisions. Like, it really does. Like, it just really infuriates me on why a decision like this. Jerry's not going to put his friendship aside. It's just not going to happen. Like, Scott Service literally handed the sweep to the Nationals on a silver platter. Here is J.P. Crawford, and that is going to be outside for a ball. It's just infuriating. And now here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is a strike. And this umpire strike zone has been very inconsistent. And to say that it's been inconsistent would be a massive understatement. Now here it is. And that is going to be low for a ball. And that's going to be a 2-1 count. And now here is the 2-1. And that's going to be a 3-1 count as J.P. Crawford avoids another strike. The 3-1. And a check swing. And that was a strike because J.P. Crawford just couldn't help himself. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be tired of this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really tired of complaining about Scott Service. I genuinely am tired of complaining about Scott Service. Now, if he had Matt Brash or Santos, then it's okay. The 3-2. And now here's a fly ball to the gap, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. Well, J.P. Crawford go to second. He's going to go to second, and now that's going to be a leadoff double for J.P. Crawford, and there is still life in the Mariners right now. So let's keep this going, shall we? The pitch, and that is a ball. Scott needs to bunt. Yeah, you know what? This would be the perfect situation to bunt right now. Like, let Dylan Moore bunt. But nope, Scott the Service doesn't know what a bunt means, unfortunately. And now here's the pitch. And now here is a pop-up, and that's going to be caught. Like, this is exactly why you need to bunt! Like, why isn't Scott Service telling anyone to bunt? Or Dylan Moore, why don't you just do it yourself? Why don't you know what? You know what I want these Mariners players to do? And I'm sounding very irrational. Mariners players should just go with them. Just go with their instincts. Like, if you don't have a manager that is even doing his job correctly, he doesn't even deserve the respect to be listened to. Just not going to... No. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Yeah, where is the bunting? And now here's the 0-1. And that gets away, and that's going to go straight to third for J.P. Crawford. And now you got runners in scoring position. Like, honestly, Julio, just fucking bunt. Just do a suicide squeeze. Just please do a suicide squeeze. I beg you. If I had millions of dollars, I'd even bribe Julio to bunt. But I'm not that stupid either. So Julio is looking at the 1-1 so far. And now here is the pitch. And now here's a ground ball, and that will get right through for a base hit. And there is still life as J.P. Crawford scores. And now the game is tied at 5-5. Nice job by Julio to get the RBI. Julio with a nice hit. He didn't have to do much. All he had to do was just hit one right up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. And Mitch Garver, this is not the time for him to be a cleanup hitter right now. Here's the pitch, and that is a ball. And here's the pitch, and now here's the runner goes, and the throw to second, and not in time as Julio gets in there for safely with a stolen base. Bob Stelton says, while the offense has certainly deserved the criticism it's received, the bullpen has been less than stellar for a little while, and yet he ignores the fact that Scott Service still overuses his god-awful bullpen right now. I just don't see the Mariners winning even then. And that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to do anything. And that's not going to be enough room for Julio to even run at all. And now we got 2 down. And now we're looking at Ty France. And now here is the pitch. And that was right down the middle. That's going to be a strike. And now we're looking at the 0-1, the pitch. And now here's a ground ball, and that can get right through for a base hit. Is Julio going to score? He is going to run home the throw to the plate. Not in time! And Ty France scores in the run, and the Mariners take the lead. And now it's going to be 6-5. Nice clutch hit by Ty France, and the Mariners are back in business. Not only back in business, but they have just taken the lead. Nice hit by Ty France. Viva la France with the hit. And looks like we got a pinch runner going in. I wonder who's going to be pinch running for Ty France out of all people. And looks like we will be back from the break. I don't know, but sometimes if you're the manager, you don't allow your starter to get to those last 2 outs before you take them out. I don't know. And what are you talking about, Classe, Reflect the Sun? And also, since I've been seeing a new set of audiences, if anyone can donate to the channel, either through the YouTube Super Chats or simply this one. Also, donate to my Venmo so you can help grow this channel. As I am one of... And now here is Mitch Haniger. He still has the opportunity to extend this lead as we got a man on first. The pitch. And now here is the line drive caught by the second baseman. And that is going to retire the side, but the Mariners make it up with 2 runs, but that may not be enough, especially with the personnel that the Mariners don't have on the bullpen. And I'm going to play, I guess, I'm going to play this because it's Memorial Day.
The sight before us is that of a strong and good nation that stands in silence and remembers those who were loved and who in return loved their countrymen enough to die for them. Yet we must try to honor them, not for their sakes alone, but for our own. And if words cannot repay the debt we owe these men, surely with our actions, we must strive to keep faith with them and with a vision that led them to battle and a final sacrifice. Our first obligation to them and ourselves is plain enough. The United States and the freedom for which it stands, the freedom for which they died, must endure and prosper. Their lives remind us that freedom is not bought cheaply. It has a cost. The willingness of some to give their lives so that others might live never fails to evoke in us a sense of wonder and mystery. And how they must have wished, in all the ugliness that war brings, that no other generation of young men to follow would have to undergo that same experience. As we honor their memory today, let us pledge that their lives, their sacrifices, their valor shall be justified and remembered for as long as God gives life to this nation.
And thank you to those who served in the Army, as that will be my intro portion of tomorrow's game if I am to be there. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there because it's going to be Memorial Day. Everyone's going to be out with their families. But hey, I'll be here to cover a Mariners game. And hopefully I can find anyone else. And also, Reflect the Sun, thank you for the donations. I really do appreciate that. And Kevin Kirby, got anything else? And Zafori is finally back on this. And now we got Austin Voth, who is also a struggling bullpen pitcher, 3.98 ERA. I'd like to say that the Mariners should bring back Tyson Miller. I would really like to see that happen. Because why did they get rid of him and give up on him so easily? I don't know. But I think it was a huge mistake to get rid of him, in my opinion, to be honest with you. It looks like we got another commercial break going on. And Kevin Kirby, got any room for donations or tighten up? It looks like we got Pete Woodworth, who's on having a talking right now. A lot of boos going on. Mariners trying to slow down this offense, where they scored 4 runs to take the lead. And now it's 6-5. That's my laser pointer. Thought I'd play with it. Probably shouldn't play it on the camera, though. And that's going to be in there for a strike for Austin Voth. That's going to be an 0-1 count. And now here is going to be the 0-1. And that's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1. Joey Meneses is batting third in the order. 1-1. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. I want to see what happened to Tyson Miller. Because I think getting rid of him absolutely made no sense. And now he's on the Chicago Cubs. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and down he goes. Tyson Miller has given up no runs. He's only given up 3 hits in 5 innings. Struck out 5. And they gave up on him with a 3.09 ERA. Tyson Miller would have been useful now. And you have the frustrations. But hey, calm down. It's the Mariners bullpen. They suck anyway. And here's Luis Garcia. And that is going to be a strike. We're looking at the 0-1. Now here is the pitch. Now here's a fly ball to left field. And it's caught. And that's going to be Luke Raley with the catch. Ty France and Julio have combined to drive in 5 of the Mariners' 6 runs. Unbelievable. And now we got Vargas up to the plate. Got 2 outs, 4 outs to go until the Mariners win, if they are to win. And now here is the pitch. And that nice frame job by Seby Saval, and that's going to be a strike. Yeah, he's really bad. Umpire's terrible. Saucedo's still in the bullpen. Munoz is projected to be the closer if the Mariners have that lead. And here's the 0-1. And that's going to be a 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th. Mariners up 6-5. Bring on the challenge immediately and the robo-ump. I guess we're going to need that. And yeah, putting Julio at 3. I told you that was a good idea, right? You can't let one person dictate a game where you have hundreds of millions of dollars of payroll, huh? Voth is okay. But I'm going to say this. Mariners shouldn't have gotten rid of Tyson Miller. It was a horrible decision. He could have gotten more game time anyway. Tyson Miller has been doing amazing. We're on commercial break. Reflect the Sun, I got something for you. You might like this. I know I played this 100 times, but here it is. Mariners Star Wars Night is on the way on June 12th, and you may want to feel like a Jedi or a Sith. Sabers Pro is the place for you. They have many different kinds of lightsabers, including the ones that belong to the Star Wars characters we loved, including Luke Skywalker. These are sabers that are not only customizable with the type of sounds and colors you would like, but also works great for dueling. Use my promo code ROOFTOP for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, and may the Force be with you. May the Force be with you, so take advantage of it if you would like a lightsaber of yourself. I thought I'd put myself in the affiliate marketing for that. And now we are back in the game. Here is the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to... Oh, and it gets over the head of the fielder, Rosario. Rojas is going to second base, and the throw to second not in time, and it gets away. And Rojas gets in the lead, gets on the board with a double. Nice hit by Rojas. I really thought that was going to be caught. The Force is strong. And also on June 12th, you guys definitely want to consider being there. I'm going to have a huge, like, Star Wars kind of vibe. I'm definitely going to get copyrighted. Hopefully not strike, but copyright claimed that day for sure. Luke Raley. Hollywood. Now we have an offense. Yeah, when we have an offense, then the pitching just magically disappears. Pinch hit Cal for Zaval. We would like that to happen. If that even happens. But now we got Luke Raley up to the bat, and we definitely need some insurance, especially with Rojas at second base. We should definitely get some insurance runs out of this. Here's the pitch to Raley. He's going to bunt, and that's going to get Rojas to third base, and the throw to first. And that is in time, but a good sacrifice bunting effort by Luke Raley. That's what we like to see, is bunts. It's okay to bunt once in a while, especially in this situation. Or is Luke Raley safe? Wait, what's going on? Service is waiting to hear from the... Looks like they're going to challenge it. Service, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I like the competitive spirit that Scott Service is showing. He's trying to be a little bit more aggressive, and it's like later in the game. But maybe I would have saved it until like the bottom of the ninth, when it'd be very crucial. Was just going to say bunt. Yeah. I think he's safe. It looks like he's safe. That's how fast I mean, look at Luke Raley. For a big dude, he can run. Like, I'm getting happier and happier that we traded Caballero for him. And it's going to be really close. You hate Star Wars, so you all have fun. Oh, you hate Star... That's right, you do hate Star Wars. Does that mean you're going to leave Zafori? I wish Scott was like Boone and fight for his guys. Yeah, he never does. Runnin' Rakin' Raley. I like that name. It looks like he is safe. And that's a good challenge by Scott Service. And it worked out. Let's see what the manager says. Yep, that is safe. And we have no outs still. And that's going to be up for... I think it's Sebi Saval. No, it's going to be big dumper Cal Raleigh. He is going to be the pinch hitter. I was going to say if keep Savala in maybe and just have him bunt, but then he has no defense. So let's see what Cal Raleigh can do. Cal Raleigh batting .215 with 11 home runs and 28 RBIs. ZXZZ. Kind of a long way to say someone's name. Might as well just say Zafori, reflect the sun. The pitch. And that is up high for a ball. And also use my promo code Rooftop Sports for your $20 off. Cal Raleigh batting .215 with 11 home runs and 28 RBIs. Can Cal Raleigh finish the job? Would like to see that happen. And now here's the 1-0. And now here's a line drive foul. That looked pretty good. But that's going to be 1-1. If it was anything that was less than power, I mean, even then, I would even say bunt Cal Raleigh because you got some feet in Josh Rojas. He's not like he's slow. It looks like they just took out Taylor Saucedo out of the bullpen. And that's going to be Andres Munoz for the 9th inning. Now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And that's going to be a 1-2 count. If I were Luke Raley, maybe try to steal a base on this one. I don't know why you won't steal. Should have stole earlier. And then that way you could have brought Josh Rojas home. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Lost opportunity there in so many ways. Could have had Luke Raley steal. Could have done like a double steal kind of attempt. But nope. They don't even know what that is. And let's have JP Crawford's up to bat. And I would just say bunt. Just please bunt. Let's do a sacrifice. It's only 1 out. Bunt. He won't bunt. Just bunt. This is the perfect opportunity to bunt. Kevin, am I right? Bunt? Yes? Can we bunt? Please? Bunt. Hello, JP? Can you hear me? Bunt. Bunt. Come on, let's just bunt. There's a man on third base. You got nothing to lose. Here's the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. But we're in a situation where runs are very sparse to get for the Mariners. If Sebi Saval was bunting, then I would have just... If he was hitting, I would have said bunt on him. And also, JP is 160 with runners in scoring position. That's going to be up high for a ball. That's going to be a 2-1 count. I don't know if JP had the most walks last year. I'm too stressed out to look at it right now because this season is really nerve-wracking. And we're looking at the 2-1 for JP. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. It's going to be a 3-1 count. If you walk, could be the bases loaded. And at this point, I would just take the pitch. But if it's anything close, you got to swing at it if you can see it. And now we're looking at the throw to first. Not in time. I mean, even I would have been okay with a Cal Raleigh bunt, but I think he was just trying to hit a tank of a bomb. But at least he will be there for the 9th inning. Ask yourself, who's in control here? Ron Fairley. And now here is going to be the 3-1. And that is going to be ball 4, take your base. And Luke Raley was going for second base. I was telling him to steal already. And now we've got 1 out for Julio Rodriguez with Dylan Moore with the bases loaded. And usually does pretty well in the clutch. I thought it was going to be Julio. My bad. Because he's on second. He's usually bat second. I'm used to that. And here is going to be Dylan Moore. And here's the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. This is a huge opportunity for the Mariners to really break this game open. Raleigh has struck out 5 times in a row, huh? We're looking at the 1-0. Dylan Moore 1 for 4 with a single. The pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Going to be 2-0. Nationals are struggling to get this out. But hey, it's the Mariners. They find a way to screw up with the bases loaded all the time. With runners in scoring position, he's a 381 hitter. So this is his opportunity. And that is going to be inside for a strike. Ridiculous call. I did not like that call one bit. And now I have broken to 110 concurrent views, or just viewers in total. Really appreciate the viewership that was given. And we're looking at the 2-1, the pitch. And that was your pitch right there, Dylan Moore. And that's going to be strike 2. It just makes no sense that... Oh, man, I feel fat. At least I've been losing weight. I've lost 3 pounds this past week, so I'm proud of myself for that. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and that hit him. Did that hit him? Was that? Yep, that hit him, and that's going to be another RBI. I hope Dylan Moore's okay, but he took it for the team like a man. We will more than take that. Ooh, that hit him. Look, good thing that hit him in the gear. And now bases are still loaded. 7-5 Mariners, and this is for Julio Rodriguez. Let's get a grand slam or just get anything that's just put it in play. Here's the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. And that's going to be a 1-0 count. And just remember, June 12th is going to be another day for hyping. Going to make it Star Wars night. Going to bring the Star Wars vibes in here. The pitch, and that is a foul ball. He really had that one. That was his pitch. Good for you, Roof. Yeah, I've dropped about the same last week. I need to keep dropping more. I got to get to... I would like to get to 165 by the time my softball tournament arrives, because I have a huge one, and my team has a bye week. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Shall I say bye to the semifinals, because we're the first seed. And I'm going to say this. Championships have eluded me several times. And also, I have a video to show you at the end where I was robbed of a game winner. And it's gone viral on Instagram, and I kind of feel bad for the person. And if I was at least Mr. Beast level, I would have paid her. And now we're looking at the 1-2. And here is the pitch. And now here's a line drive, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. That could be 2 runs. It's going to be 2 runs. And the Mariners have now scored 2 more runs. And that will make it, let's take to score 9-5. And the Mariners and Julio Rodriguez has absolutely been on fire. Oh, by the way, remember I said Scott Service, bat third, Julio? He finally listened to me. And yes, I'm going to take 100% of the credit like a douchebag and say that was my idea and that Julio batting third was absolutely a good idea. I'm taking 100% credit no matter what the haters say. And Julio get the RBI. Julio did it again. The pitch and a swing and a miss. Captain Oreo, how's it going? If you feel that happy, donate to my channel as well on the YouTube Super Chat. And here is Mitch Garver. The pitch. And that is a strike. Reflect the Sun. I don't know if I should really talk about this, but if you've heard of Raise the Trident YouTube channel, we had a pretty contentious exchange yesterday. If you've heard of him, let me know. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, down goes Mitch Garver. But Reflect the Sun, I see that you're on like Northwest Sports Fanatics, J Trident Podcast. Are there any other Mariners YouTubers that you also follow? I'm pretty sure you might follow Raise the Trident. But yeah, we had a contentious exchange. Let's just say the conversation did not go well. It was very contentious. The pitch. Let's hope that Ty France can do this again. He has 3 RBIs. And Julio himself, he's also been very well contributing. You do follow all of them. I don't blame you. The pitch. And I think someone was stealing. Yep, Julio gets a stolen base. And now you got runners on second and third. Everyone's in scoring position. But yeah, Raise the Trident and I had a bad exchange. I'm not saying don't unsubscribe. I'm not saying don't unsubscribe. No, I'm not saying don't unsubscribe. Okay. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. I'm not telling you to like cancel them or anything. It's just that it's really sad that we got Mariners content creators that I just can't get along with. I'm willing to take some of that. I did say some things that rub people off the wrong way. The pitch. I mean, I said some tweets that the thing is, it's like he says that he quotes, lets me have an opinion, but he says the way I present myself on Twitter X and YouTube, He says that hurts and makes him feel uncomfortable. Like, I understand. And I was okay with him just canceling me or whatever. And we're looking at the 1-2, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's going to be playable. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and he makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, 9-5 Mariners. Julio was really fired up. No, but okay, but first let me show you this. So this was last week's softball game where the game was tied, had an opportunity to put in the game winner, and it didn't happen. Here it is.
Woo! Run it, run it, run it, run it!
Yep, that's why I didn't get the RBI. I was robbed of 2 RBIs in that game. It was really tragic. But before we get into this inning, here's another one. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RooftopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. But yeah, what I was going to say was, I don't block people on the content creating world. And I've had people criticize me all the time. I've had people say mean things to me on Twitter X, but I don't bother to block them. Like, I don't like blocking. I think it's really unhealthy. And I really tried to help raise the Trident yesterday. I tried to say that he was just taking a little bit too far on how he was criticizing me. He was trying to get all political about it. And I was like, don't play the politics game, because I don't do that. Sure, I played Memorial Day. Maybe someone can twist that as politics, but I'm just paying respects to the soldiers that were killed during the Korean War, because if it wasn't for their sacrifice, I wouldn't be here in this country doing YouTube. I would be working in a coal mine, not getting paid in North Korea. I don't know if they get paid or anything. I don't even know. I'd be starving for sure. But I wouldn't live in a lifestyle like that. So I'm not telling you to, like, cancel him. So I guess, Savory, I'm the one, huh? What about Jay Trident Podcast? And now Andres Munoz is on the mound. We got to finish this game. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. But yeah, I mean, I don't like blocking. Like, if someone disagrees with me, I welcome them to explain where they're coming from. I don't like just to jump to conclusions and block. And even if they're mean to me, I'm not going to block them either. It just creates animosity. There's another way of rubbing people the wrong way. And I don't think it's a good look. I mean, Raise the Trident tried to accuse me of being racist. It's like, calling that to an Asian is not exactly a good look. The 1-2. And that is going to be a foul ball. Oh, Captain Oreo. You gave me $9? I'll take it. I mean, no, you don't have to feel sorry about me being criticized. It's what it is. Like, I don't care if I get criticized. I mean, but his criticism was just a bit too far. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. No, what I'm saying is his way of criticism was just, he was tinkering with the politics. And I just hate it when anyone just plays politics. It's just not cool. Like, I know what my stances are, but I'm not going to, like, spread that all on you and shove it down your throat, because it's just not necessary. I'm here to talk about baseball, not my political agenda. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Not trying to be a victim or anything. It's just, I just wish that all content creators would get along. I mean, granted, basically everyone else gets along with each other, but I'm the odd one out. I'm like that loser kid in school. And now here's a fly ball to right field, and Mitch Haniger makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 down. But yes, Captain Oreo, thank you for the $9. I totally appreciate it. If anyone else has got room to donate, please do so, as I have made $12 in this channel so far. No, of course, nobody should still like the move with Scott Service. I didn't like it either. It's a miracle that the offense actually stepped up. And now we're looking at the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. I'm not going to do a post-game show. I have a YouTube short that I really want to do to really throw shade at Scott Service. So let's do that. This is Keibert Ruiz, batting 8th in the order. Now here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did, and that's going to be strike 2. I'm going to be back. I'm looking to be back tomorrow for Memorial Day special for the Mariners versus Astros, so please be there. And we're looking at the 0-2 right now by Keibert Ruiz. Here's the pitch, and that is foul ball. And must I say, it is strike 2, and it's game time. Mariners had a great start from Brian Wu. He did struggle a little bit, giving up a home run, 2 hits. Mariners came back, and now they're leading 9-5. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. We still got a man on first base, and the Nationals are still breathing. I mean, in our perspective, we think that National can still come back. Because this Mariners bullpen has been very streaky. Well, not even streaky, just straight up bad. But let's hope the Mariners can finish this, as we got the former Mariner, Jesse Winker, as he is going to be, he's going to hit and try to see if he can get this done, try to get anything done. Here's the pitch, and that is a strike. Jesse Winker batting .230 with 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. He looked like he lost weight too, because he was a little bit bigger when he was with the Mariners, in my opinion. And now we're looking at the 0-1, and Cal Raleigh really tried to sell that to him, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Jesse Winker had the RBI sac fly last time. We're looking at 2 outs. 1-1 to Jesse Winker, the former Mariner of 22. Here's the pitch. And now here is a ground ball right to Munoz. And the throw to first, and it's in time. And the ball game is over. The Mariners win, escape from the sweep. And they have just won. And must I say, what a win this was. This was a really wild game. I'm glad I covered this. Glad I got to see a Julio home run. Ty France hitting a home run. And let's take a look and see at the scoreboard and see what is going on. So worst case, and Rangers are unfortunately leading. Of course, as soon as the Mariners win, so does everyone else, right? That's how it works. That's why the Mariners have got to win at least 2 out of 3 in the next series. So let's make that happen against the Astros. Yep, got to continue against the Astros. Let's take this momentum and defeat Houston. But that's going to do it for me. I got to roll. I got to eat some lunch. I'm freaking hungry. Then I got work at 4 o'clock. I have got to go. But I just want to say thank you very much for being on this show. Thank you very much for the donations. We got $12. Finally got double digits this month. And actually, I've hit double digits on a show at least once this month. So I'm very happy about the progress. Thank you very much for bearing with my very much inconsistency of this channel. Just had a lot going on. Just a lot of work adjustments going on. Don't quit your day job stuff got in the way. Didn't really know what to do with my channel at that point. But here I am still. And I just got to go. And I'll update if I'll be back tomorrow. I already pre-scheduled it. So we'll see. And thank you very much. Everyone have a good night. Good afternoon. Go Mariners.